Hello, family. Welcome to the scholarship series with Dr. Wilbert Mutoko. And this is episode 1, How Scholarships Really Work. This is an insightful discussion on navigating scholarships and funding opportunities. This series came about as a result of a lot of requests from some of my followers on TikTok who wanted to know how they can get scholarships, particularly for their PhD studies. So, all the best as you listen. Let's introduce scholarships. Scholarships are vital for aspiring researchers, offering essential financial support to cover various educational costs. Understanding these scholarships is the first step in securing funding for your academic journey. We need to understand scholarships. Financial support for students. Scholarship provides essential financial support that enables students to focus on their research without the burden of financial stress. Let's look at the coverage of expenses. Scholarships typically cover a range of expenses, including tuition fees, living costs, and sometimes travel expenses related to research or conferences. The importance of understanding scholarships. Understanding the types and the nuances of scholarships is crucial for applicants to maximize their chances of securing funding. Types of funding. Full scholarships cover everything. Then we have partial scholarships that cover tuition only. Then we have funded PhD positions in Europe. Then we have assistantships or fellowships. Let's look a bit at full scholarships. Full scholarships are comprehensive funding options that provide complete support for postgraduate students, whether it's honors, masters, or PhD, including tuition fees, accommodation, research related expenses, and a monthly stipend for living costs. This type of scholarship is especially beneficial for students who may not have other sources of funding, allowing them to focus entirely on their research and academic growth without financial burdens. Let's look at partial scholarships. Partial scholarships provide financial assistance that covers only tuition fees or a fraction of living expenses, making them an essential option for many students. Understanding this type of funding can help applicants plan their finances and seek additional support if needed. Then we have funded PhD positions in Europe. Funded PhD positions are a unique opportunity for students to gain financial support while contributing to important research. In these roles, students are typically employed by the university and work on specific research projects, gaining valuable experience and mentorship along the way. Let's take a look at assistantships and fellowships. Assistantships and fellowships provide financial support to PhD students by allowing them to assist with teaching or research tasks. In return for their contributions, students receive a stipend that helps cover their living expenses while they pursue their studies. We want to look at some examples of funding. I know that the slide mentions PhD, but it's not just funding for PhD only. We have NRF in South Africa, National Research Foundation, NRF. It gives full scholarships. It offers comprehensive funding, not only for PhD students, but for master's and honor students, covering tuition fees, living costs, and research expenses, ensuring scholars can focus entirely on their studies without financial strain. So, because I'm in South Africa, I'm going to take a bit of time on the NRF. The funding criteria vary by program, but generally it includes academic merit, and for certain scholarships, household income is considered. The funding can be used for tuition, living expenses, and research related costs such as fieldwork, equipment, and knowledge sharing. Types of funding that NRF provides include postgraduate scholarships, which support students pursuing honors, master's, or doctoral degrees. Funding can be awarded as a full cost of study or partial cost of study. Apart from the postgraduate scholarships, NRF also gives research grants, which support a variety of research activities, including fieldwork, experiments, and the purchase of small equipment. Then we have postdoctoral fellowships, which provide funding for postdoctoral research positions. Then there is NGAP program, specifically for the next generation of academics, providing grants for research expenses and small equipment. Eligibility and criteria. Academic merit. Applicants must meet specific academic requirements, such as a minimum average percentage in previous studies. These requirements vary based on the degree level, e.g., honors or masters. Then somebody might be wondering, what if I'm an international student? Is NRF only for South Africans? So it's primarily for South African citizens and permanent residents who are financially needy, have a disability, or are exceptional academic achievers. The funding may be available for a small number of international students who meet minimum requirements. Full-time study. Most postgraduate funding requires students to be enrolled on a full-time basis and not be in full-time employment. How do you apply for NRF funding? Applications are submitted through the NRF Connect system. Check the official NRF website for specific calls for applications, such as the DSI NRF postgraduate student funding calls. University-specific support pages often provide information on how to apply for NRF funding through their institution. That's so much we can share about NRF. Then we have DAAD funding for Africans in Germany. The German Academic Exchange Service, DAAD, provides full funding opportunities for African students across various fields, allowing them to pursue their postgraduate studies in Germany with financial support for living and study expenses. Then we have the Commonwealth Scholarship, UK Studies. The Commonwealth Scholarship is aimed at students from low and middle income Commonwealth countries, providing financial assistance for those wishing to study in the UK, covering tuition and living costs. Then we have the AIMS and Carnegie supporting African scholars. AIMS is African Institute for Mathematical Sciences, and Carnegie support African students in fields like science and education, providing scholarships and research opportunities that enable them to make significant contributions to their communities. All right, so what they don't tell you about scholarships. Many applicants overlook a critical aspect of scholarship applications. Most scholarships are strategically linked to specific university research projects or funded by a professor's grant, making it essential to align your research interests with potential supervisors. How do you find the right scholarships? To maximize your chances of securing a scholarship, it is crucial to align your research interests with those of potential supervisors. Engaging with faculty members and departments that share your academic focus not only opens doors to funding opportunities, but also enhances your research experience. Conclusion and call to action: stay connected for more valuable insights on securing scholarships for your postgraduate studies and for your research projects in general by following Dr. Wilbert Mutoko. On TikTok, it's Research Mentor Africa. You can access essential resources, funding opportunities, and support to navigate your academic journey effectively. You know that I love you. Dr. Wilbert Mutoko signing out as we finish episode 1, How Scholarships Really Work. Be on the lookout for more in this series, scholarship series with Dr. Wilbert Mutoko. Follow me, like, share, comment. I love you. Bye bye.